If you've got experience trading stocks and options, but haven't explored futures yet, then today's video is for you. Grab a cup of coffee because by the time you're done, you'll have learned what futures trading is, how it works, the tools you need to get started on the right foot, and of course, some common mistakes you'll want to avoid. My name is Rick Orford, and while I'm not a financial advisor, I have been trading stocks and options since 1999. And if there's one thing I've learned about trading, it's that I love learning about new and exciting ways to invest. And at some point before the end of the video, if you happen to find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so others will find it as well. Okay, so before we begin, I wanted to let you know that this video is sponsored by our friends at Plus 500. They're a futures trading platform that I'll be covering today. If you've invested in stocks, options, or crypto, you've probably heard of futures trading. Futures are standardized contracts with a preset date and price that obligate the buyer to buy or the seller to sell an asset, such as stocks, oil, or cryptocurrency. Essentially, it's a directional bet with higher leverage than trading stocks alone. So why would you trade futures? Well, trading futures can be used for two main reasons: hedging and speculation. Hedging may give you protection against potential losses on an investment, while speculation refers to making a profit from predicting price changes. Futures contracts are tied to the value of an underlying asset. Underlying assets can include commodities such as coffee or oil, financial instruments such as stocks, currencies like the US dollar, and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So, an underlying asset is the basis of the value of a futures contract. When you buy or sell a futures contract, you're not directly buying oil, stock, currency, or crypto, but you're trading a contract that's based on its price. Now, before you start trading, let's start with an introduction to some basic information related to futures contracts, like the contract size, ticks, expirations, and settlements. Let's start with contract size. Contract size refers to the amount or quantity of an underlying asset that a single contract represents. Tick size is the minimum price increment by which a futures contract can move. The expiration date, as the name suggests, refers to the ending date when a contract is settled. Last, settlement methods can include physical delivery, the actual exchange of the underlying asset, and cash settlement, which is a cash payment at the expiration date. Some popular futures contracts include the E-mini S&P 500, crude oil, and foreign exchange futures. Buyers and sellers of futures contracts see opportunities for price increases and as a way to hedge against risk. So, do you think you're ready to now trade futures contracts? Well, hold on a second. We still need to talk about some of the concepts. Let's start with leverage and margin. Futures trading offers incredible leverage, which is one of its biggest selling points. Margin allows you to control a large amount of the underlying asset with a relatively small amount of capital. But here's the thing. Margin requirements are updated daily and is increased if the futures contract is held overnight. So expect margin requirements to change anytime. But in order to have margin, you're going to need collateral. Collateral could be cash or other investments. For example, let's say you bought a futures contract worth $50,000 of an underlying asset. Depending on the contract, you may only need $5,000 in collateral to buy one contract. And because of leverage, if the underlying asset, let's say, rises 10%, well, the contract value increases by $5,000. However, if it loses 10%, then your collateral is wiped out. And there's two types of margin: initial and maintenance. Initial margin is the upfront collateral required to buy a futures contract. It's usually expressed as a percentage of the whole contract's value. On the other hand, the maintenance margin is the amount required to keep your positions open. Dropping below this level, perhaps caused by losses in the underlying, will lead to a margin call or a warning to deposit more funds. Now, let's talk about a brokerage where you can trade futures. On Plus 500, investors can choose to trade on 9 different agriculture-related futures contracts, 23 different commodities futures contracts including oil and gold, 13 forex futures, 10 equity indices including the S&P 500, 10 different energy futures, 4 different interest rate futures, and 2 cryptocurrency futures including Bitcoin. Now, let's go ahead and make a demo account on Plus 500 so I can show you around. I love demo accounts like this as they allow traders to experience futures trading without risking actual money. Not only that, but Plus 500 offers their Futures Academy, which provides educational content to help traders understand the basics of futures trading. If you're new to futures trading, I highly recommend checking this out. Once your account is open, you'll see something like this. At the top, you'll find a custom watch list, which you can set up later. And at the bottom, there's your live charts. Here's your navigation menu, where you can find the options to fund your account using a debit card, wire transfer, Apple Pay, and Google Pay after payment verification. Going back to the live charts, Plus 500 allows you to display multiple charts at once with technical analysis, like indicators and drawing tools. However, what makes Plus 500 most attractive is that it has one of the lowest fee schedules in the market and does not charge platform, deposit, or withdrawal fees. Speaking of which, with Plus 500, you can now trade CME-listed futures, things like gold, Bitcoin, the S&P 500, oil, agriculture, metals, forex, even interest rates, all from one easy-to-use platform. What I really like here is that you get real-time market data, 24/5 trading access, and a super fast, simple account setup. You can fund with Google Pay, Apple Pay, or debit cards. It's seamless. Plus, once your account is approved, you can start with just $100, and they're currently offering a welcome bonus of up to $200 commission-free at the time of recording. Another big win is the fact that they have no platform fees, no market data fees, and no routing fees, which is rare in this space. And their day trading margin rates are also very competitive. If you're new to futures or want to sharpen your skills, check out their Futures Academy with 24/7 support and expert-led webinars. Whether you're just starting or scaling up, it's a great resource. The platform itself is also very intuitive. It works great on desktop and mobile. You've got advanced chart indicators, stop loss, and trailing stops for risk management, and auto liquidation. Most importantly, Plus 500 is fully regulated in the United States by the CFTC/NFA, holding 13 global regulatory licenses. So if you've been thinking about adding futures to your trading toolkit or want an easy way to get started, definitely check out Plus 500. You can scan this QR code or click the link in the description to learn more. Now, before making your first futures trade, it's important to know 4 of the most common mistakes to avoid. First is emotional trading, where decisions are made based on feelings, often fueled by fear, greed, hope, or frustration, rather than adhering to a rational strategy. Another is the lack of a trading plan. A trading plan means deciding when you'll trade, when you'll execute the trade, and timing your entry and exit points. Trading futures without a trading plan is essentially gambling. Next is ignoring market news. Market news, including potential recessions, trade wars, and interest rate fluctuations, can significantly impact market trends. A good trader keeps track of the news and combines it with other information to assess a trading strategy. The last common mistake is overtrading. Trading too much or having too many positions open at the same time is difficult to track and increases risk. Start slow, use the demo account, and trade with real money only after you're fully confident in your new skills. So, with all that said, I have a challenge for you. If you think now is the time to dip your toes into futures trading, work with a reliable broker like Plus 500. They're user-friendly, feature-rich, and cost-efficient. Use their free demo account to try making some trades. And then, when you're confident enough, start small with micro or mini contracts. Remember, continuous learning is the key to investing, not just in futures trading. Well, folks, that's what I have for you today. Do you have any questions about trading futures? Let me know in the comments below because I'd love to read about them and get back to you. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.